I'm going to give you all a few moments to come in because mm-mm-mm, I don't have nothing to say. Well, I do have some stuff to say, so I'm going to say it. I'm going to wait for a few of you to come on in because it's a mess in the United States. Listen, it's a mess in the United States right now. And these people are turning me into a bad person because I I honestly welcome in L, welcome in. You're the first one here. Okay, welcome in True. Let me see if I could get these comments on the screen. Where are they? Oh, I think I have to click this button again. All right, there. All right. Come on in. Come on in. What's for dinner tonight, everybody? I'm having some salmon that I baked in the oven at 170 degrees for like an hour and a half, right? And it's so tender. The key to tender salmon is to cook it at a low temperature. I cook this from frozen. I just put some seasoning on it when it was frozen. And I put it inside of a frying pan, put it inside the oven at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Listen, what's for dinner, everybody? Um, this is this is a piece of lime. Here's the salmon, and then there's like some salad stuff in there. So listen, there was a man shot in Minnesota tonight. What's for dinner, everybody? What's for dinner, Black folks? I'm talking to Black people because Black people understand why I can feel nothing from Minnesota. I can't even be sorry about it. In my title, you see Amadou Diallo. Look him up because, listen, I'm an 80s baby. I remember very distinctly Amadou Diallo and Sean Bell. I remember when I was young, Sean Bell was coming from his bachelor party or something like that. He was getting married the next day. And instead of getting married, his bride to be had and they had a child was going to a funeral. She was planning a funeral instead of her life together with Sean Bell. Shot 50 times. Amadou Diallo shot 41 times. And then how many of you remember Abnul Luima, who NYPD took a broken broomstick and shoved it up his rectum and all of this other stuff while he was handcuffed? Part of the reason that I feel nothing for Minnesota is because these people are acting all in a huff. Oh, they shot him multiple times while he was on his knees. How many times was Sean Bell shot? I want you all to use my comment section, please, because I have the comments on the screen. Use my comment section to put up the names of Black men and women who were shot multiple times. I'm like, oh, only 5 bullets? So the guy's name was Alex Pretti. He was an ICU nurse. And now the US government is smearing his name, talking about he brought a gun to a protest and he was calling him violent and all this other stuff. An ICU nurse. Listen, I have nothing to say because it seemed like they were all fine when Black people were getting bucked down, when Black people were getting gunned down. Let me tell you something. I believe the last known numbers that I have are from 2019. Every 28 hours, a Black man was shot. I don't know how much more the number would increase when you add Black women into that. Every 28 hours, shot and killed, not just shot, killed by police every 28 hours. So we got Renee Good 10 days ago, or however many days ago it was. Now we got Alex Pretti. All All right. Listen, Black people did what we needed to do in the voting booth last November. Did we not? We warned people, right? Didn't we? We didn't warn people, but people were like, oh, but eggs. All right. I want you all to go take some cartons of eggs and put them out on the damn street instead of flowers. Go put some carton of eggs out there. Because I'm like, okay, you let a 34-time convicted felon into the White House with the nuclear codes and Project 2025 laid out in the underpinning. And we said anything, a wiped piece of toilet paper on the Oval Office desk would have been better than Donald Trump. And people were like, oh, she's not really Black. Oh, she's a. Okay, listen, you get what you get. This is the reckoning that America deserves. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know what to say because I did what I needed to do when it was time for me to cast my vote. And some of you sitting up there with friends who voted this into office and you still cool with them. I had a life coach who I loved. I loved this woman. She would send me seeds in the early spring, right? She would send me seeds. We talked about the garden. She helped me tremendously. When the election came around and I was distraught, she was like, white woman from Texas. I already knew what time it was. I said, listen, I stayed with her for 3 weeks. And every week I brought it up to her. And every week she was like, that was the look on her face. By the third week, I said, I can't do this anymore. I said, I feel like you voted for Trump. And she was like, well, I don't discuss politics. I'm not very political. I said, I can't do this because I'm like, you saying that you're not political is not even good enough for me because that means that you don't have a say in what this person who's trying to get into the Oval Office, what he has in store for people like me. So I'm like, I had to let her go. Let me tell you, I just came home because Corey Holcomb punched some woman at a comedy club. So I just went back to my old place. I spent all afternoon gathering up my computer, my soundboard, my microphone, my earpiece, my noise de-esser, all of the equipment that I have. The what do you call that thing? The standby ampage for the micro. I picked up all of that stuff because I wanted to talk about what happened at the comedy club. I get in. I took my little shower because the stuff was dusty and everything was just so ugh, it was rough. So I came home, I took a shower, I put on, because I got my TKO stuff, I put me on some what do you call that fat that comes off the side of sheep, right? I went and I put some of that lanolin. I put some lanolin on my hand, put some on my feet, put my feet in socks, and I went to lay back and check the news on my phone. I said, I saw there's another shooting by ICE. I said, what? Hmm. So then I went, so I was like, ooh, the first thing I thought was, I hope the person is still alive. Then I started seeing all of this stuff, right? I came across somebody's video who was like, oh, I'm going to show the footage, but I'm going to give you your trigger warning. The person whose video I saw, he was like, he was down on his knees. The first person shot him, and then about 5 other officers laid bullets into him. It reminded me of Amadou Diallo. I want you all to put inside my comments all of the black people. How many Corinne, what was the woman's name? Corinne Gaines? How many times did they shoot her? What about Sonia Massey? How many times did they shoot her? So now all of a sudden white people in a panic. They in a panic. Oh no, they killing white folks now. This just lets me know that for all of the years that they have been riddling black bodies with bullets, that they have been okay with it. This just lets me know that they have conveniently ignored it because I guarantee you. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Let me black yes, Breonna Taylor, or all of these uh and what was the name of the started with an A. She went to look out the window in her own backyard, and police, she opened her up window. They saw a brown face and they just started bucking shots at her. She was playing video games with her nephew. Titi, what was her name? Put it in the comments. I want you to use my comment section to throw up all of the names of Black people who have been viciously slaughtered, assassinated by the police here in this country. When ICE was rounding up immigrants and disappearing them, people were all right with it. Oh, well, they're here and hold us up, right? If these people, because you know how I know? Because Keith Porter was shot New Year's Eve by an off duty ICE agent and nobody knows his name. Lewis saying they make this white woman situation a big deal, but when black people, you talking about the white woman? What about the white man that was killed tonight? Lee, you ain't up on the news. They done shot an ICU nurse, a white male. Oh yes, yes. What about the guy who was in Walmart who had a BB gun to use for like hunting? He was inside the store. They called the police on him, and then the police saw him and just started opening fire. I honestly don't know what people expect for me to say. And yes, I'm happy Black people are staying home. Black people, listen, go get yourself some wild Alaskan salmon, some lime, some lettuce, some what do you call this thing? Rutabaga, not rutabaga. I forget what it is, radish, some carrot, and some purple cabbage. And just sit back and mind your damn business. I don't know what else to say. I I just came out to say that because now that it's happening to white people, now all of a sudden everyone is in a heated rush. Now all of a sudden everybody's up in arms. So these states, these cities, they are okay with ICE. Even the people in Minnesota, they're okay. The officials in Minnesota are okay with ICE. You know how I know? Because where is the Minneapolis Police Department standing there on the front line protecting citizens? It's like this is normalized abuse. I wish I could play a video. But you know what? I'm gonna play it from my phone because I don't have my computer stuff set up yet. But I'll play this from my phone. This is the a mayor in Pennsylvania or a police chief in Pennsylvania. I'm not even sure, but it's a black woman and she's saying, "Send ICE here." She says, "Send ICE here." Okay, listen. Hold on. Where's the sound? Professionals. Hold on. Let me see if I could get this. Let me go back. Oh, no, no. Let me open this back up again and get the sound up. All right. Law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack. So you heard it. You can rewind and listen to it. So this is the Philadelphia sheriff. Her name is Rochelle Bilal. She's calling them fake law enforcement. Listen, if they got their faces covered up in masks, how do we know who they are? This is how people who are pretending to be ICE are kidnapping women and essaying them. Why is law enforcement inside these different cities allowing masked men to parade around? Right? Uh, Jerry is saying KKK wear masks and criminals. Exactly. So, at some level, this has already been normalized because I want to know why the police are not out there protecting citizens, right? I want to know. The the mayor the mayor in Minnesota was like, "ICE, get the F out of our city." Why are you not on the front line, mayor? Hmm? I want to know why he's not out there standing with the people. So he's sitting in his cushy office at press conferences with warm lights hitting down on him while people are out there in 13 below degrees Fahrenheit, below zero. And the mayor sitting in his cushy office. I don't know what to say. Listen, I did my job. In November, when the voting booth was open, listen, I'm not even Christian. But I was on prayer phone calls for Kamala with a whole bunch of Black women who were on the hour praying on election night. Hour by hour. They did. I don't know how many of you were also there as well. If you were there, because it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Put up a one if you were there on those prayer calls. Everybody would call in, and there would be one person who would be like saying this big, long prayer for Kamala every hour on the hour. And I called in every hour. I set my alarm. I called in, and they were praying on the call. I did all of that. I went above and beyond. I voted. I prayed with people. I did a whole, I listen, I wrote posts on social media. I don't know what more I was supposed to do. Listen, black women showed up and showed out. We had Black men over there talking about they not voting for Kamala because they want to get their child support taken away. All right. Listen, I don't know what to say. I did my part. I did my part. So people have been all right with state sanctioned murder against Black people. It's been normalized and people have been all right with it. And William is saying, now that it's happening to white people, what the F are you talking about? Twice as many white people get shot by the police as Black people in the US. Can you name 3 of them? No. Keep going with this commentary. If you want to keep terrorizing Black kids' minds into shitty test score at school, bitch, shut the fuck up. Why don't you take your dumb white ass over to artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever, and ask about the ratio? Black men are the listen, you know what? I took all the pictures and the screenshots because some fool was commenting this when I had put up my thing a few weeks ago. And I went and I did the research. Is you see, this is why you white men ain't gonna make it, because you don't have what it takes. All it takes is a quick Google search. There is data out there. I should block him, right? There is data out there, but I want to show the data. I want to show the data because I pulled it and I posted it on the damn page, but I don't have my equipment set up like how I wish I did. So let me where's the hold on. Because the stats are abysmal for black people. They're abysmal. And I put the things up, but it's like, hold on, I'm trying to find because I have so many screenshots here. I think it was around this date that I have the screenshots. I have all types of stuff in here, but I looked the data up myself. Black people are disproportionately killed. We're only 14% of the population, and we are disproportionately. Look at this picture. I got too many photos. That's me when I was dressed up as Umar. Oh, when did I post that thing? Ugh. I got my 4.0 here. Listen. I got too many photos here. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to find it because I took photos of the data of the research. Why don't you just look it up? I got too much here. Gosh, I got Nicki Minaj. When did I post that thing before or after Nicki Minaj? I think it was around the same time because I'm looking for the data because I have it here. All you have to do is just look it up. It's like it's not that hard to find. Oh, I got Kenneth Petty's uh case stuff, all of that. Oh, I have oh, come on. Oh, look at me in the winter time. Look with my little with the little Christmas stuff out there. Oh, did I do this before or after Christmas? Because I looked up the data, I'm telling you. It's like black people are disproportionately murdered by police. And so to say more white people are shot, okay, white people make up 60% of the population. But for 14% of the people to get shot and killed disproportionately, it's like you think that you can come here and blow smoke up my ass, and you can't. You could blow up my ass, but that don't make me no effing balloon, son. So nonetheless, all you have to do is just look it up because the data is out there. Ah, I wish I could find it, but the thing is, all right, let me just calm myself. And I'm going to go back into my photos again and I'm going to look for the screenshots because I took screenshots. Let me go all the way up to today. All right, here's the photos for today. I know I didn't do this. I know I didn't take the screenshot within this past week. So let's see. What is this here? Okay. I think it was before this. Oh my goodness. I have so many pictures here. Let's see. Demographic characteristics in adult paternity for births to adolescents under the age of 15. Sadly, listen. Nonetheless, so let me just I'm trying to find this because I went and I took all the or did I do the screenshot? I think I did the screenshots on my computer. I don't think I did it on my phone. I think I did it in my computer. You know what? Don't worry. I think I did it in my computer. I think I did it in the computer. So, nonetheless, welcome in. Where would I be able to find that data right now? You know what? Listen, all you got to do is ask ChatGPT for the ratio deaths by police by race and gender, and you will see what it is that I'm talking about. Just look it up yourself. It's right there. And Lee is saying, you're absolutely right. These are just spoiled white men who parents couldn't say, oh, it went by too fast. Obama didn't even boost about the departure he did, the deportations he did. He just did them. Funny, we didn't see people shot when he was in office. Just Google it on my phone. Okay, you know what? That's actually even. Let me just do that right now. Okay, death. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Murder by police by race and sex. All right. Look, people shot to death by police to 2017 to 2024, right? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Now they want me to accept cookies, reject all. Get out of here with that mess. All right. All right. Statista has the information there. By race, Black people are disproportionately murdered by police. So if Black people are 14% of the population, I just Google. Oh, you know what? I did look this up in you know what? I looked it up in my Gemini already. So let me go but to my Gemini, pull up the thing that I had already looked up when I did look it up. And then you all can just look this up yourself so that you can combat people in the comments who are talking pure nonsense. Because what they want to do is they want to derail and they want you to focus on them. Here, police killings, race disparities. Here it is. Here it is. All right, let's pull this up. I'm going to share this screen. Let me make this into a new window. And then I'm going to share this screen. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you to the person who suggested that because I'm live. So my mind is not working like it would if I weren't live because I got a lot of things going on here. Let's see. Here it is, Google Gemini. There it is. Let me close my sidebar. Let me close the sidebar so that you all don't see all of the things that I've been chatting about over the past however long I've been chatting. All right. Here. Allow. All right. Let me know when you can see it on my screen. Okay. So, this is the information right here. So I asked ChatGPT, um, in the United States, police murder by race, black, white. And it says the system is analyzed. All right. So the metric Black people are 13.6% of the population, white people are 58.9%. So rate of fatal shootings 6.1 per million versus 2.4 per million for white people, which makes Black people 2.9% more likely and they're more likely to be unarmed. So shooting an armed white person versus an unarmed Black person and us still being three times more likely. So here, if you look at the numbers, right? All you have to do, and there's the research. So I asked it to please provide research links. So here are the links that will show you. You can pause and you can pull that up into your thing yourself, right? What more do I need to say? So the mere fact that this white male is in my comments of a Black woman, which means he doesn't know and he doesn't give a damn. He wants me to be more concerned about people who are killed at one third the rate. Even if more white people are killed, right? You make up 60% of the population, and you're more likely to be armed when you're murdered by a police officer versus a Black person who is more likely to be unarmed and more likely to receive more gun bullets into them when they do get shot. What do you want me to say, do, or feel about what's going on in Minnesota right now? I'm a Black woman who has been under psychological assault since the time that I could watch the news about the Black bodies being riddled with bullets on TV, unarmed, unprovoked, minding their business, trying to get away, trying to stop it in the steps of their in the steps of the doorwell of their house, going to their wedding. And so you have the nerve to come up here and talk about how stupid Black people are going to be listening to me? You go right on ahead with your dumb self. Just go. Just go right on ahead. Because the information is out there. It's like, you want me to feel sorry for you when you don't even give a fuck about Black murders? Please, you don't get your damn ass out of here with this foolishness. Listen. And then Black men are most likely to be killed by the police. I did it by race, and I had the pictures and all that other stuff. You can look it up yourself. But Black women are killed too. And there's no hullabaloo for the Black women. No hullabaloo. I don't know what else to say. What do you all have to say? I'm gonna read your comments now. Talking about we're next. Honey, they have never stopped coming. I love that. Honey, they're I don't know who is saying we're next. We have been under assault since this country's inception. While they were talking about all men are created equal, they made sure in the preamble to make sure that Black people were not considered human. We have been fodder for police violence, for state sanctioned violence. And then, before they even had police, because police were made from slave catchers, that's how we got police in this country. Do your research. They enabled every single man, woman, and child to police Black bodies in this country. This is why you see so many Karens standing in people's way talking about, where are you going? Let me see your ID. Because this is embedded in your damn DNA. This is embedded in your DNA. That you all have been doing this for so long that you are still like I saw a video yesterday of a white woman. Let me see if where did I see this video? Oh gosh, I wish that where did I see this? Was it on YouTube or hold on, I think it was on YouTube, or it could have been on TikTok. It was an old shriveled up white woman. Let me see if I can find this. Let me go to my history. Who was arguing? Let me go view all. Let me see. Yes, I saw this video yesterday. Let me see. Oh, I just found it.
I said, why the fuck are you flying a Mexican flag in America?
Ventura, California, Europe. This woman didn't like that a business was flying a Mexican flag and decided to make it their problem that she didn't like it.
I'm just curious. Say that one more time.
Look.
I said, why the fuck are you flying a Mexican flag in America? Because
I just want you to take a look at this wrinkled old hag, right? I just want you to know that those same people that were out there protesting the integration of schools, they were 20 in the 1960s. This is them right now. Old, wrinkled, haggard, and still harassing people. In the 1960s, let me see. A person in 1965 who was 20 was born in 1945, and that person is now 80. An 80-year-old woman was 20 when Martin Luther King was unalived, was assassinated. So these are the same, I think they showed a picture. There's a famous sports team that the owner of the sports team they have a picture of him. They have a picture of him at one of those protests, at one of those protests to stop integration. So for all of the people who are talking about white people don't know how to protest, oh, they know how to protest, all right. They knew how to protest integration. They knew how to protest. Um, they knew how to protest the ending of Brown versus Board of Education. They knew how to protest that. hmm But when the Ku Klux Klan was dragging people, dislodging their head from their spine, oh, they didn't come out to protest that. When Abner Nuwimo was gang R-worded by NYPD, right? And someone is saying, you just bitter. No, bitch, I'm better. How about that? And you know what? Maybe I am bitter. Yes, maybe I am. I have become embittered by the amount of police, by state sanctioned violence against Black bodies while white people sat around mute. So, yeah, bitch, I'm bitter and I'm better. This is why I'm just sitting here minding my Black ass business, eating my pan seared salmon and salad. That's what I'm doing. Mm, 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 mm. And that's why you're in the comments. Mm, that's why you're in the comments talking about me. Because, babe, I don't go to your channels. I don't. I'm not on your channel. I'm here on mine, minding my Black ass business. You all will go out of your way to find Black people to be up in our face to talk about you got Black fatigue. Well, bitch, get off my page. You don't. If you so goddamn tired, go lay down. Because when we told you that we were awake, you turned that into a slur. So go sleep. Go back to sleep, white boy. Go back to sleep. And then just wait for ICE to come to your city so that they can come and drag your veteran father out of his house in his goddamn boxers in 0-degree weather. Your damn frail ass father. Go ahead. So that they could put that steel toe boot on the back of your mother's head. Go ahead. Go back to sleep. Because, see, I'm woke. And I'm going to stay woke. Yeah, so now somebody talking about, get some D. You're a clown now. Here we go. Welcome to the block party. I don't have my music up because my system is not together yet, but there we go. Welcome to the block party. Tell them no. This person has been blocked. You're out of here because you're talking stupid now. You're talking stupid, but anyway, to everybody else, what's for dinner where you're at? What's for dinner in your part of in your neck of the woods? Because I'm having me a delicious salmon salad, hunkering down for the storm that's coming to the northeast. But it seems like the storm is already coming out there in white people's neighborhood. I don't know what else to say. All right, look, go ahead, like the video, thumbs up the video so you can find me again, because apparently these platforms push this video far and wide because there's over 300 people on here, and I didn't expect that, especially with this crappy camera while I'm eating and looking crazy. So go ahead and like the video, and I will see you all in the next one, because I should have my equipment up by Monday, and then we can start doing our regular videos with the graphics and all that other stuff, instead of this crappy camera tablet that I have here. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Somebody's having gumbo. Someone had roasted chicken and sweet potatoes. Okay, D. All right. The storm is already hitting in Texas. Okay, it hasn't gotten up here yet. Kimyata, or I can't see it because it's kind of messed up. Ooh. Gloria had a 15 bean soup. Now come on, stop your lying. You have 15 different varieties of beans in a soup. I don't believe that at all. Or are you saying you have 15 beans in your bowl? Because how many different types of beans are there? There's black eyed peas, kidney beans, pinto beans, navy beans, lima beans. There ain't 15 beans. Come on now. What you talking about? If black beans, there's probably 10 max. And you had all of them in your soup? Okay. Hey, send me a message on tanyatko.com and let me see the 15 beans that you had in your soup because I don't believe that. Oh, someone had, okay, so kale. So Sharon had kale, potatoes, sausage soup, and biscuits. Parmesan couscous, says Farah. Okay. Ice cream. Wait, oh, the ice storm. I thought somebody had ice cream. All right. They come in a bag, but 15 different ones now. Anyway, listen, Black people, go on, eat your dinner, drink some water, and mind your damn business. Let white people figure this one out because all of the time that we spent trying to tell them that we've been protesting for decades and they ain't been listening to us. They thought that they could just do whatever and everything was going to be all right for them. Now they getting shot down in the street like dogs. White people regard dogs more than they do Black bodies because if a dog was shot by the police every 28 hours, white people would have done something about it by now. But when Black people were getting killed by the police every 28 hours, it was just par for the course. Because at some point, white people had to resign to the fact that that was Black people's station in life, that there was an inherent hierarchy, and that's what happens to those people. So now that it's happening to your kind of people, now they up in arms. While we sitting there eating 50, look, one Black person done found a way to get 15 different varieties of beans in one soup. Listen, we sitting up here inventing new recipes while all of that is going down. And on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you all in the next video. What is your SLL for this video? Self-love lesson. Go ahead and type your self-love lesson. I'm gonna come up with my self-love lesson. My self-love lesson for today's video. Honestly, I'm gonna be really honest, right? I'm very concerned about myself that I'm not really feeling anything from Minnesota. And I guess my self-love lesson is about keeping my heart open. However, I just feel numb. I really don't know what to say. I don't want to not feel anything. I want for all life to matter to me. I want for it to. I'm concerned about myself that I don't feel anything for Minnesota, especially when I've been looking at the Black murders over the years. They have an entire Wikipedia page dedicated. My self-love lesson, honestly, my self-love lesson is about so Amaki is saying, well, Tanya, I have a white friend named Dylan who apologized to me about George Floyd. So some and a few feel our oppressed pain. The fuck are you talking about? Who feels some damn pain? What are you talking about? We need people who are not going to come behind closed doors with some vapors of tears in their eyes. We need people who are going to do some goddamn thing. What did Dylan do? Did Dylan get up off his ass and go and get out and get active? Probably because George Floyd was during the pandemic. But for all of the years, it was still par for course. I don't need no platitudes. I don't need no platitudes. What the hell is your friend coming to you apologizing about a police officer kneeling on a man's neck for 8 minutes? He didn't kill him. The fuck is he apologizing for? What he needs to do is run for office. That's what Dylan needs to do. Dylan needs to run for office. You need to run for office too, because the Democrats just voted to keep ISIS funding. So I don't want to hear nothing about nobody apologizing for nothing. I want your asses to get up, start calling your senator, your assembly person, the person who is your House representative. I want you to call your borough president. I want you to get on the phone with the people in Congress. I showed you all how to. Look back on my video just a few weeks when we did a call-a-thon, right? Go look at how to find your representative and make some fucking phone calls, because I don't need no goddamn apologies from some individual white people. Racism is systemic. This is not about individual relationships. This is about a system of oppression that has been put in place that has been oppressing us. I don't want no fucking tears. I want some fucking action. I want people to get up off their damn ass and do something, not because they feel guilty or sorry, but because it's the right thing to do. Because it's the right thing to do. I missed some of the self-love lessons. Let me scroll down and see if I can find some. Like what? Talking about your friend came to you and was crying. So some of them do feel. If I had some powder that I could put in my hand and wave it to bust a slap on somebody, I would do that. Sunflower is saying their self-love lesson is embracing myself daily by putting myself first. I know that's right. Niema says, I love myself through all weather. I know that's right. Let me see if I can find some more of the self-love lesson. SLL. I'm trying to find all the self-love lessons that came through because I've been talking for a while. Erie says, Florida representatives are already getting ahead of ICE in this state. I loved what they presented. The governor, senator, and advocate leaders. We've been calling Tanya. Thank you. All right. But what is your self-love lesson about how you can love yourself more from today's video? Goodness is saying my self-love lesson is drink water and mind my business. Hey, listen. Kay says self-love lesson, crack my toes and rest. Hey, listen. Who is says, I will be the change I want to see in the world and tend to my mental health in the process. I like that. I like that. And the good is saying, please keep your heart open or you become them. No, I feel you. I feel bad that I don't feel anything. It's been going on for so long. It's like if you keep it, me keeping my heart open for the constant assault, my heart is closed right now because it's the only way that I can continue to put one foot in front of the other. Otherwise, I just be crying every day. So my self-love lesson is I do my part. I take action. My self-love lesson is I take action and I show people how to take action as well. And I don't know what else to say. My self-love lesson is about tending to my heart. I tend to my heart to keep myself sane. I tend to my heart to keep myself able to navigate through this world and continue to live. Because we have been under so much assault. I don't know what to say. I have given all that I can give, And my cup needs to be poured into right now. As a Black person, my cup needs to be poured into. I've given what I can. And my self-love lesson is to know my limit, know how much I can give, and rest. Rest once I'm at capacity. And right now, I am at capacity. Period. I'm at capacity. I am at capacity. I'm at capacity. I don't know how much more we're supposed to take. I'm at capacity. And I will see you all in the next video. I see some more self-love lessons are coming in. Let me see if I can scroll all the way up to grab some more. He wasn't sending ICE into our cities. Why? When the regular police were doing it. Come on. Trump wants race wars. What race wars? This is white on white crime out there. He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. All right. Listen, I wish I had my applause machine. Thank you all so much for coming out here. I appreciate you all for coming out. Go rest. Go rest. Go rest. Go rest. I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is knowing your capacity and resting. Resting and caring for yourself through rest and self-care. I don't know what else to say.